What up?
What's
up?
What's up, everybody?
I am LordMikeBedlam.
I am ScowlingAl.
And we are not saints. We are the Podunk fucking punks.
And we are here with our good friend, Yosep.
Yeah, I'm
Old
still
man
here.
Yeah, he hasn't left.
And we're reviving our review channel.
Yeah.
We've been down for a little while.
Couple months.
Life has gotten in the way a little bit.
Definitely.
But yeah, we're back.
We're probably not going to finish our 2017 list, but we're working on a 2018.
6 months into 2018, we announced that we will not be finishing 2017.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But,
so
yeah.
we're gonna try to regularly post on this channel from now on.
Things have just been not working in our favor.
It doesn't help that I live about like half an hour away from Mike, so like things get in the way. Our schedules don't really match up. But anyway, let's.
So what are we doing today, AJ?
We are going over our top 10 most influential albums that have had the largest...
Because we jump on bandwagons.
The albums that have had the largest impact on our lives. You will see what has developed and cultured and nurtured us as metalheads. You will have a look into our lives. The most personal depths of my ass. I mean music.
That's what he meant. So, we didn't really know how to do this, so I think all of us kind of did it in a different way.
Mike and I kind of did it more chronologically, whereas Joey did it like...
What influences me today in my writing and music?
What's more currently relevant.
Before we get into this, I think it'd be kind of cool to talk about, like, not on the list, of course, but, like, what are we listening to right now? Not the influence of what we're listening to. What are we listening to right now? Like, what are some bands that we've been playing on repeat?
Just separate from all this shit.
Yeah. I've been listening to a fuck ton of The Drip. They're nuts. Oh my Jesus, they're good.
Svart Crown. Been listening to a lot of Svart Crown and Hour of Penance. Been on a huge Hour of Penance binge. Worm Rot.
Italians.
Eye ties, dude. Is that racist?
No.
Okay.
They're white people, too.
Okay. It's kind of like the Polacks.
It's okay to hate on other white people.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, yeah, how about you, Joey? What's some other shit you've been listening to?
I've been listening to the new Mortar Skull, which has been fucking amazing.
I haven't really listened to that yet.
It's good.
Have you ever listened to Atme? AHTME? They're pretty fucking good.
I just recently started listening to Nuth.
Nuthgrush?
Yeah, Nuthgrush. And they're pretty doomy. You know, like, they're nuts.
I rediscovered the cytotoxin.
Oh, shit.
Gamageddon. So, downtown Baltimore got a blast of that for a few days.
We actually reviewed Gamageddon.
Yes, we did,
Yeah,
and I bought it that day.
It was good.
Yeah, and another unique leader band, Amophasia, who...
I've never heard of them.
I've showed you Down We Fall, the one that ends with the shotgun blast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been listening to that too. It's just real, just raw and
I've also been listening to a lot of rap lately.
What kind of rap?
I just recently started listening to, like, Donald Glover, fucking Childish Gambino. I like him a lot. I mean, I've been listening to him for a couple years, but, like, I just recently started listening to his albums. And I've also been listening to a lot of, like Mac Miller and Earl. Earl Sweatshirt's my shit, dude. Earl, come on our show.
Fun fact, I actually have a friend that knows Don Glover and has hung out with him in his tour bus and everything.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, seriously. I'll look up the pictures.
Did he snort coke off of a bitch's asshole?
No.
Then I don't
They
believe
were I think they might have tried to start dating or something, or maybe she was just obsessed with them. One of the two.
Yeah.
Do coke with Donald Glover.
Don Glover.
How to get out of sex. Playing solo. Not really. I hear it's good.
Oh, it's great.
That's what I heard.
It's funny because, like, the person he flirts with is named Kira, and my friend is named Kira.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, Don Glover flirting with someone named Kira. That's original.
Childish Gam Schemo, dude.
Y'all ever listen to some Incendiary?
I do like Incendiary.
They're like hardcore punk.
Nah.
I know you're not really too keen on the hardcore punk.
Well, what hardcore punk? Like, Minor Threat hardcore punk? Because I'm keen on that.
The Germs hardcore punk?
Yeah.
No, not the Germs.
Or like, hey dude, are you ready, dude?
No, not that.
Punk, that's pop punk.
Yeah.
Gay.
They're definitely like just the straight up like you know they actually scream and yell.
Newer stuff.
Yeah.
Closer to like a power violence band than hardcore punk.
Yeah, they're power violence.
See, that's what I like about the difference between grindcore and power violence is that you can differentiate them just because of the sub-branch. Like, power violence is more punk, where grindcore is more death metal.
Yeah.
In a way.
They're both mixing death metal and punk, but just different levels.
Yeah, like one's fastcore, the other one's just punk.
It's on a spectrum.
Yeah. I feel like hardcore punk is like power violence, and then like regular like punk rock would be grindcore. You know what I mean?
So, brutal death versus slam.
Oh, we're not getting into this again.
Oh no, we're getting into this. So we noticed that.
Well, here's the thing: the main difference is mesh shorts.
Yes.
Period.
I agree. And backwards hats.
Yeah, the more combat boots, the more it's brutal death.
Yeah. So, but the more like flat build hats and jerseys, it's slam.
Basketball shorts are a major indicator.
Yes. Ingested.
Reason why I bring that up is because I was just scrolling through Encyclopedia Metallum or whatever, and they Metallum, whatever. They said that they don't differentiate between slam and brutal death because they just share too many similarities. But on their site, they differentiate between deathcore, technical death, and all that other shit.
Death metal.
Yeah, so you may as fucking well. Because slam is a major subgenre. I understand like technical jazz fusion core, you know, excluding that.
Avant-garde death metal.
Yeah, avant-garde death metal is a total sub-branch of death metal.
Yeah. There's some weird shit.
That don't make sense.
Would Naked City be avant-garde?
Yes.
Okay.
I think maybe it's because slam is kind of an offshoot of brutal death, so it's like a subgenre of a subgenre.
Yeah.
But then again, avant-garde is kind of off of progressive death metal, isn't it?
I would say so.
So yeah.
Jazz fusion butt stickles. All right. Let's get into this list.
Yeah.
All right, so who's going first?
I guess me and you will go first since we're chronological with our first albums, and then Joey will go with his album because Joey's more of what's relevant now. So, Mike, you go ahead. What's the first album that that influenced you?
Okay, my first death metal album that I ever bought was a deathcore album. It was Job for Cowboys' Doom in 2005.
Nice.
I bought it in 2007 when the deathcore phase started going, and everybody was listening to fucking like early Suicide Silence and early Whitechapel and shit. Doom came out, and it was just holy shit. I was like, I want to play like this motherfucker. Like,
I remember when I came over to your house and you showed me that you bought that album. I never really got into death metal or anything like that, and I saw the artwork on that album, and it was just that fucking goat guy in a suit.
It was a I think it was a bull head.
Maybe I always thought it was a ram's skull, but I could be wrong.
Something like that, but it just looked so fucking badass, and I never saw artwork like that before.
Yeah, it was CGI to the point where it looked real, but it was a real person, but they just like kind of either photoshopped or just had a mask over him with a fucking green and like rugged ass background.
How old would you say we were when you bought that?
Probably about 16 or 17.
Like 16.
Yeah.
Really?
I'd say about 16 or 17.
Okay. Gotcha. So you got anything else to say about Doom?
Dude,
what's your favorite track?
Still to this day, Doom, I can listen to it all the way fucking through. Not get bored of it. I mean, okay, I'll admit there are a couple songs where it's like I've listened to, like in 2 Minute of a Machine, I've listened to that song fuck ton.
But that is your jam.
Yeah, but that is still my fucking jam, I'll listen to it up to a point where it's like, okay, 2 minutes is enough out of this 4-minute song. But I think my favorite song on the album was probably Knee Deep or Entities, because Knee Deep had that fucking I'm like, I've never heard guitar like that before in my life when I first got this album. I'm like,
it's a game changer.
Yeah, and then like they were my first introduction to like breakdowns and shit. So it was like breakdowns just kind of spoke to me in a way of a drummer being all about rhythm. So I just really liked Elliot Saunders and what he fucking did with this album. And then later on they got John, and Churn was the shit. Like he was awesome. He definitely made an awesome impact on Job for a Cowboy as a whole, excuse me. But as for Doom, I feel like Doom just can't be beat hands down. It was what made me want to play death metal in the first place. Mm-hmm. So that's all I really got to say.
Fucking, this is gonna kind of come out of left field a little bit, but the album that got me to like really pick up my guitar and fucking play music and like heavily influence me to just keep pursuing music was Led Zeppelin 4.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
Definitely saw that coming.
I mean, I don't know. I always listened to classic rock. I glue up on it.
I glue up on it, dude.
I glue
up on the classic rock. Joey, do you glue up on classic rock, dude?
I glue up more on southern rock with Leonard Skinner.
Oh, what a gay.
Sounds like you fucking like.
I'm a simple kind of man. All right.
Glue. But
that smell.
Ooh, that smell.
Can't you smell that smell?
That smell is behind you.
Fun fact: that song is about the one guitarist wrecking his car.
That's funny.
Yeah.
We'll say this though. It came out on Atlantic Records, and Atlantic Records is one of my favorite fucking record companies.
Definitely.
They fucking produce everybody.
They're very versatile.
Like they fucking produced like Cream to Otis Redding to Phil Collins, fucking the Rolling Stones. But I think my favorite track off of Led Zeppelin 4 was probably either Rock and Roll or Going to California, just because I don't know. The acoustic song was like the prettiest fucking thing I ever heard at the time, and I was really young and everything, and I loved it. But aside from that,
is that the one with Black Sheep on it?
Black Dog, you mean?
Or, yeah,
Black Dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the first fucking track. First thing you hear when you put that album in.
Hey, mama's in the way you move, make you swing, make you groove.
Yep.
Fucking dude, that's heavy. We actually have a mutual friend that says that he believes that Led Zeppelin was one of the first metal bands.
They kind of helped start it. Yeah, they were definitely proto metal.
Definitely.
Proto like proggy doomy shit. Maybe they were really like ethereal in their sound sometimes.
But remember, they were before like a lot of the metal
doomy
bands.
Like they were very groovy. Like,
but they did have prog elements. I mean, Stairway to Heaven.
Oh no, I'd say prog definitely, but I don't hear doom in it.
I've definitely linked doom way more to Black Sabbath.
Yeah,
that's the prototype of doom right there.
By far.
I'm thinking like Kashmir maybe, and maybe like some of their other like really slower, more atmospheric type stuff. But I don't know. That whole album's fucking good to me.
This was a good idea because I like the fact that we can have conversations like this too.
And dude, when me and you first like met and started playing music together, it was all covers of shit that we already knew.
The first song that we ever learned how to play together was "I Want to Fuck a Dog in the Ass" by Blink-182, and then you showed me "The Ocean" by Led Zepp, and I just took on to it. And I was like, yeah, I can get down with this shit.
House of the Holy was like my second favorite.
If we're gonna talk about albums like that made me want to play music, like I always wanted to play music because my dad was a musician, of course, but like Doom might have been my metal influence to start playing metal, but I think my main influence for wanting to get into music, and this is gonna sound stupid as fuck, but that Rob Zombie album with Dragula on it.
Really?
Hellbilly Deluxe?
I think that's it.
I think it's Hellbilly. Or it's either that or El Sexorcisto.
It was the one that was just his face. It was like a gray background. I can't remember what it was. I wasn't that big of a Rob Zombie fan, but that album my dad had, and I played it all the time. And then I started listening to classic rock and all that shit. And then when I started getting into like middle school, I listened to like horrorcore and ICP and shit. But then I started getting out of that and listened to like Bullet and As I Lay Dying and stuff. But Job was the band.
Joey, go ahead.
Sorry.
If you want, I guess the one that got me into playing specifically death metal is Cannibal Corpse's Kill.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I mean, it's
awesome album.
It's late in their career, but I mean, it's got Death Walking Terror on it, and you kind of can't beat that. The Time to Kill Is Now, 5 nails through the head.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? Is it Eternal Suffering? I believe it is. Eternal Suffering, the track that has no vocals on it at all, is amazing.
I think my favorite Cannibal Corpse album is the one with To Decompose and
Evisceration Plague.
That's a good one.
Evisceration Plague. Yeah.
That has, Cauldron of Hate on it. Priest of Sodom.
Priest of Sodom is one of the greatest fucking songs ever.
I mean, Evisceration Plague is... I think that was the second one I bought, and it's a massive album.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah. But, that was the one that really got me into playing death metal specifically. Because, I mean, you've got Rob Barrett and Pat O'Brien on guitar. It was the album that Rob Barrett was back in the band. And they just link up perfectly. You've got Mazurkowitz's awesome drum playing. You got Corpse Grinder's amazing vocals. It's Eric Rutan is producing it, and everything he puts out is just amazing. You can't do any wrong. And, of course, Alex Webster just tearing it up.
Dude. Who are the original members in Cannibal Corpse now?
The only 2 original members are Mazurkowitz and Webster.
Webster?
Yeah. But, I mean, Barrett's been with the band since The Bleeding, which was their 4th album. Then he left after... God, what was it? I believe he left after the recording of Vile.
Right.
Mike, what's your second album?
Alright, yeah. My second album is As Blood Runs Black's Allegiance. From 2006.
That was such a great fucking album.
I loved that album. It was the perfect mix between metalcore and deathcore.
Pouring Rain was one of the most beautiful fucking songs.
I know. It was like one of the first times I actually realized that death metal can be beautiful.
That's why, like, in high school...
It doesn't always have to be, like, gritty and nasty. It can be fucking, like, soft and gentle.
That was...
Like a puppy.
You can pet metal. You can cuddle metal. I mean, literally. I mean, I wrestled a bear once. I mean, that's kind of cuddlecore. Yeah. Fucking... But, dude, that's just kind of added to the angst of high school. It's like, you know that metal can be so much more than what people, take it for granted. And you're, like, listening to all this beautiful harmonies, rhythms, and shit like that, and people are just like, nah, it's just noise. Fuck you, I hate that shit.
Remember that one kid
But, they love techno, which is literally just noise.
Oh, no, dubstep.
My brother said that dubstep sounded like 2 robots having sex.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But, go ahead.
Do you remember the one kid we went to school with that asked you if Led Zeppelin was a screamo band?
Oh my god, Mikey. His name was Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Dude, I remember there was this one kid, completely fucking unrelated, but here's the story. There was this one kid that was like, we had a substitute teacher because our one teacher was out. I don't know, she got like really fucking sick. She was in the hospital. And
Didn't she get cancer or something?
I don't fucking know, but we had this dumb fucking substitute. Jesus Christ. Boozy. And, dude, imagine like the scrawny, frail little figure with a huge, like, gray fucking afro, but she was a white woman. And,
yeah? You're right.
Yeah.
She looked like Gimli from Lord of the Rings, dude.
Only like scrawny.
Really scrawny.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't have enough ale scrawny.
Send Gimli into the Holocaust. That's what she looked like. But
I think she was Jewish.
The
dude.
dwarf in Holocaust. Oh, don't say that.
I'm pretty sure she was Jewish.
Don't say. Okay, so we're gonna undermine that Holocaust joke and move on. But this one kid was like, "Hey, yo, Miss Bosie, I gotta piss," and she was like, "You gotta wait until I'm done with this lesson, and you gotta sit down, mind your manners." He's like, "Yo, I gotta piss though." And she's like,
I gotta pee, man.
Well, you gotta stay right there. And she turns around and starts, like, working some shit on the board. And he just gets up and walks over to the corner behind, like, where she kept the TV. And he just starts pissing on the wall. He just starts pissing on the fucking wall in front of the class. And he walks back to his seat.
And then she didn't even realize it either, did she? Ooh. And that was the same kid that lit the fucking trash can on fire.
Ooh, that smell.
Ooh, that smell. It smelled like pee.
But,
go ahead.
No, continue. Yeah. Was there anything you want to say about that album?
Oh, I mean, like, As Blood Runs Black's Allegiance was, like I said, it was the perfect blend of metalcore and deathcore where you got all that delicious rhythmic breakdowns.
Like, dude.
Like,
you were obsessed with that.
That was a great... Dude, I was able to do that breakdown on a machine gun on Left 4 Dead. Like, I was obsessed with that fucking album. It stays dear to my heart, because, like, even though that As Blood Runs Black had a bad second album...
Nostalgia.
It's still a really good fucking album. I was a little heartbroken when they broke up.
We saw them live.
But we saw them live, and I was like, they fucking... They killed it. And it was with the original drummer, too, which was dope as fuck as well.
Mm-hmm.
AJ, go for it.
I'd say my next album, number 2 here, would probably be Black Sabbath's Paranoid. Because that's the one that really opened the door to metal for me. Like, metal in general. Like, how heavy and how, like, deep music can really be.
Well, it's the first album you probably heard detuned.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that, too. Dude, I remember the day, actually... The detuning, when I first inquired it, that's probably when I first heard it, but when I first inquired about it was the next album that I'm going to get into. But I'll wait for that. But Black Sabbath's Paranoid, like, it was fucking awesome. 1970, Ragent Studios, I don't know, man. Fucking every song on it's great. Electric Funeral's probably my favorite. Don't really care for Iron Man that much. I think it's kind of overrated. But
it's been played way
too
But I really just like reading the lyrics of the album. Like, if you read just the lyrics separate from the music...
And just the mad fucking heroin that you can taste off of the album.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And
like,
the lyrics,
if you look up the lyrics to Black Sabbath and then lick your computer screen, you'll get, like, a contact heroin high. But, yeah. Fucking... I don't know. Paranoid, War Pigs is fucking classic. I think War Pigs should be the goddamn national anthem.
There's a bunch of fucking there's a bunch of fucking hits on that album.
Oh,
Joey.
I guess the next one in the ladder of depravity is Dying Fetus's Descend into Depravity, which is the first about that and Killing on Adrenaline at the same time. It's got Shepherd's Commandment. It's got, it's just got a ton of awesome fucking shit on there. I can't even think. Your treachery will die with you. There it is.
It's hard to think of song names when, like, you have an album that you just fucking play all the way through. And you don't even, like, need to look at the song titles. So you don't need to skip shit and
that was when they had pared their way down to the 3-piece, too, with just Gallagher, Beasley, and... Shit, now I'm blanking on... Trey Williams, there it goes.
Trey Williams, fuck yeah, dude.
And, they just found that perfect kind of rhythm to everything. They're just, destroying everything in their path. And it was the first, album cycle that I saw them on. Because, Reign Supreme came, 3 years after we saw them that one time?
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't think... Was it... No, I was there. No, I saw them after Reign Supreme came out.
Nah, because you saw them at Metal Alliance, and Metal Alliance was like a year before that came out. I think
they were playing new songs.
Yeah, they played Invert the Idols.
Yeah, that was fucking cool. And I think they played Second Skin.
I know they played From Womb to Waist.
Of course they did.
Because...
Baltimore.
Fuck the baby.
Well, remember, we're in that video.
We are?
Yeah, they spliced that and another show.
Were we in that video? I don't remember if we were in that video.
That crowd, yeah. Because they did 2 Sonar shows and compiled all the footage into that video.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, no, you're right.
Oh, y'all are practically famous.
Pretty much. Not as famous as Chicken Man.
Yep. Oh man, he got murrayed.
Yeah, no, he got engaged on Pig Destroyer stage, dude.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dude, good on you, Chris.
Congrats.
Chicken Man. King fucking grads, man.
Come back to Maryland.
Please. We need you.
Anything else you want to say on that album, Joey?
No, it's just, and the fact that they're from Maryland.
Oh, yeah. That's
is
great.
A definite, boost to everything. That's the gold standard. If anybody's playing heavy music in Maryland,
they're probably going to be good.
Well, you need to be as good as Fetus.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's
and Cannibal Corpse.
Well, the only guy from Maryland from Cannibal Corpse is Corpse Grinder.
I thought that they practiced in Maryland.
No.
No? Okay.
They're in Florida now. They used to be in Buffalo.
New York.
Buffalo.
Michael-san, number 3.
Here's one that people might disagree with, but I don't give a fuck. Arsonist Get All the Girls Game of Life was one of the biggest fucking influences to me. Oh my god. AJ.
That album had you flipping out over different time signatures and shit like that.
They had all the elements of a grindcore, deathcore, death metal band with synths and shit. And the only time I really heard synths and shit was in bands that I didn't really care for, like the Devil Wears Prada and shit like that. Dr. Acula's early shit. If you guys couldn't tell already, I really started out as a deathcore head. I loved deathcore. Joey can tell you when we were in a band together, and I didn't really want to listen to death metal because I was.
He flat out told me because I sent you I think a Vader song. You're like, I don't really like death metal.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can see. I might still have the emails.
Shit.
Ooh.
But either way, now it's different because I'm not a prissy bitch anymore. But
I'd say all in our high school phases, we have some closed-minded, whatever.
I'm listening to things that I never thought I'd listen to, in high school.
Once we left high school, we really opened up.
Oh hell yeah! I had a huge phase after high school where I listened
that's
to
my fault.
Fuck ton of A Day to Remember.
Yeah,
and I remember that.
I
remember that day.
That got weird.
It did.
You had me playing A Day to Remember, too.
Yeah, and it was I
resisted.
He resisted, but you still said we sounded good when we played acoustics.
Yeah, Joey.
Stop it. Anyway. The Game of Life was a huge influence to me, mainly just because it was my first step in the door to mathcore that I could actually stand and fucking grindcore, a big experimental fucking grindcore mesh of shit. And I can honestly say that this album is one of the albums that I can listen to all the way through and not skip a fucking song.
Yeah.
And the drummer, I can't remember his name right now. I don't have it down, but their drummer was a huge influence to me to learn how to work the fact that I was bad at blast beating and use it in a way where it still sounded good, like doing rhythms with your snare while trying to blast beat. It's so definitely a huge help to me because I only maybe 6 years ago started doing regular skank blast beats. Maybe 6 years ago out of my 13 years of playing.
Yeah.
But either way, that's pretty much all. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
No.
Favorite song on the album though is definitely "To Be Eaten by Rats," even though it's the shortest song, because it's powerful. My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. Fucking
Party in the rear.
No, I hate them nowadays. I can't stand to listen to them, but I can't deny that they had a huge influence on my guitar playing at the time, and we played a couple covers of them and shit way back in the day.
Way back in the day.
Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh yeah.
And it was the album The Poison.
The Poison was an amazing album.
Tears don't fall, man. Tears don't fall.
I was gonna say at the end of this we should do some honorable mentions that didn't make the list.
We'll definitely do that.
Yeah, but that was gonna be one of mine. Is they were a big influence to me to teach me how to do certain things on the drums, like certain fills that I wanted to learn.
And that
stuff.
bass, I remember when you first did the Tears Don't Fall, that like going from double to triplet.
Oh yeah, that was the first time I actually learned how to triplet and make it work. I remember that. But yeah, you're right. That album was definitely an impact on us personally.
It came out in 2006, but what year do you think you showed it to me?
2007, more than like.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because like I remember me and JR went and saw Bullet for My Valentine with Bleeding Through back in 2007.
So it was produced by Colin Richardson, who apparently worked on a shit ton of metal albums, like 3 Inches of Blood, Cannibal Corpse, Behemoth, fucking Bolt Thrower.
Yeah, Colin Richardson did, I think it's Bloodthirst.
Yeah. He also did Napalm Death and Trivium.
Fuck yeah.
And Gorguts. And...
Maybe.
Yeah, that's all the cool ones they had written down. But, favorite tracks at the time were probably Four Words to Choke Upon, Tears Don't Fall, Suffocating Under Words of Sorrow.
Just thinking about how the emo those fucking songs really are nowadays. It's like we used to make fun of emo kids all the time, but we would still listen to fucking Bullet because we liked it, you know. And now it's the scene kids I can't stand.
Yeah.
I wish the emo kids would come back, honestly.
A lot of people didn't grow out of the whole scene thing.
Actually,
They evolved into it.
You know, never mind. I don't want the scene. I don't want any of them.
Yeah, no.
I don't want any of them, please.
Scene crushers.
Jesus fuck. Like, now there's some kind of weird fucking... I'm sorry, I know I cut you off again. But there's some kind of weird fucking scene going on now where it's a mixture of scene kids and, like, industrial metal. Like, back in, like, the 90s.
I see more of, like, scene kids and, like, trap rappers.
Them too.
Yeah, the SoundCloud rap thing has been really weird.
It's because, like, one dude gets famous, and then they hang out with a bunch of other SoundCloud rappers that have to get famous because they're with them, you know, and, I mean, some of them have come out that are actually alright, you know, I'm not going to say that all of them are bad, but
Some
I
of
just
them
can't...
are child molesters.
Yeah, a lot of them are child molesters. Like,
It's just a weird culture in that, like, area of music.
Like, I like rap in general, so I can go from, like, 80s rap to fucking trap rap to fucking horrorcore and shit. So it's like, I just like rap in general. If you can rhyme and I like it, go for it, dude.
I'm at a point where, like, I'm able to kind of separate the person from the music. Because, I mean, I had to do that with, like, you know, I love the Beatles, but you got to reconcile the fact that John Lennon is a woman-beating...
piece of shit.
Yeah, piece of shit.
He is one of the worst people that's ever lived.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, he was incredibly hypocritical with all that. Imagine all the people.
Well, I mean...
except for me.
Well, I see it more as, like, even within, like, the shittiest people, like, something good can still come out of them. Because, I mean, look at George Washington. Political genius.
John
owned slaves. Fucking Martin Luther King.
Thomas
cheated
Jefferson.
on his wife. Was one of the greatest civil leaders alive. So, like, you gotta take the good with the bad. People are shit, but
Gandhi
they can
was
make...
pretty shitty, too.
Yeah,
Gandhi's a
piece of
racist
shit.
fucking asshole.
Piece of shit.
Mother Teresa's
I was about
fucking
to say,
garbage.
she's a fucking garbage human being.
She was a cunt. But,
We're gonna get a lot of hate on this.
Alright, let's continue with the topic.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you gotta take the good with the bad. I'm kind of able to like, you know, I'm able to listen to Burzum and not give a shit about Varg, you know?
I mean, I don't...
Varg doesn't give a shit about Burzum.
He
Yeah.
doesn't.
Whatever.
He doesn't give a shit in general.
But, you know, I think it's just one of those things that if you're gonna appreciate art, then you gotta kind of separate it a little bit. But critique the person as a separate entity from the music.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Definitely.
Anyway, Joey?
My next one is Suffocation's Blood Oath. Which was just another one of those monster records.
That is a pretty...
I don't think they
monstrous
ever
record.
put out a music video for anything, and I feel like it just wasn't promoted a whole lot. But, I mean, you've got the title track, you've got Marital Decimation on it, and it was a lot of that Derek Boyer clicky bass that shined through that made me really kind of go from, I was playing a little bit more guitar back then, so it really made me, get even closer to like, yeah, maybe I should play bass now. But yeah, it was a huge influence on my playing, and just that whole C-sharp tuning got really ingrained in me too. It's still one of my favorite tunings to write in.
I remember when I was in my deathcore phase, I stumbled upon that album and just listened to it, Suffocation, and fucking, it was like too much for me at the time. I was like, ooh, I need like some breakdowns, I need some like melodic stuff.
They were the guys that, them and Fetus were pretty much breakdown central.
Not like slam central, but it was like something about the vocals or something, I don't know.
The fucking Frank.
Yeah, it was like the constant like guttural.
I do remember. You know what? Never mind. I don't remember. I don't.
Anything else you want to say, Joey?
That's pretty much it. But I mean,
that was a dope-ass album.
That was the last album with Mike Smith too.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Michael San.
So, Black Dahlia Murders Nocturnal from 2007. Is probably one of my top 3 favorite fucking albums.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, this is influential. This did definitely my top 3.
I actually have that album written down, too.
Good.
It's fucking amazing, dude. There's not a bad track on it.
Then hold your tongue until we get to your turn, because we don't want to skip you, AJ.
Go ahead.
Or you can mention an honorable mention if you'd like, if you want to have a conversation with me.
Go ahead.
Okay. Best song on the album is definitely Death Mass Divine. Or Climactic Degradation, which is... Or, excuse me, did I say that right?
Yeah, Climactic Degradation.
Yeah, Degradation, okay. Yeah.
Da bang, diggy, diggy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ups up the booty.
Climactic Degradation is... And fucking... Death Mass Divine are my 2 favorite songs on the album. Again, this is one of those albums I can listen to all the way fucking through. I mean, Trevor is a fucking madman. Shannon Lucas on drums. You remember... Did you know that Shannon Lucas was in All That Remains before he was in Black Dahlia Murder?
No.
Yep.
Holy shit. That's cool.
So, Shannon Lucas, fucking monstrous drummer. Definitely kept with the Black Dahlia feel and the rhythm. They have not had a bad album. Like, I liked Nightbringers a lot.
Nightbringers was the shit.
It was fucking dope as shit. I think the only album I didn't really get into was fuck, I can't even remember the name of Deflorate. I couldn't.
Deflorate?
Yeah, Deflorate. I didn't really dig that one. But that was the one with Sailing the Seas of Salted Blood, wasn't it?
No.
Which one was that?
That was Ritual.
Yeah. Ritual was good too.
I fucking love Ritual.
Yeah, Ritual was definitely a fucking banger of an album.
That one's got Den of the Picarist on it, and that's like
a
their
good one,
really
too.
short, grindy fucking song.
Fuck yeah, dude. But I don't think that it surpasses the influence and like the greatness that is Nocturnal, though. Because Nocturnal is just that go-to melodic death metal album that anyone needs to listen to if they're going to listen to it. Because with any amazing band, you're either going to hate them or you're going to love them. There's not usually an in-between. Like, I've met people who are like, yeah, I kind of like Black Dahlia, I like their couple albums or whatever, but, like, there are people who actually, like, despise Black Dahlia Murder.
I just never got into them.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't see many people who actually despise them more than they like them or kind of like them. So, good on you guys. Keep that shit up.
A lot of people think they're poser metal, but yeah, I disagree.
I don't know how, because
I think a lot of posers like them.
True.
Yeah.
I think that's what they mean by poser metal.
Yeah, they just have a bad, not crowd, but
they're kind of like
fan base.
Yeah, fan base.
They're kind of like, well, they're the nerds death metal band. Like, definitely. Like,
they're easy to get into.
It's
they're
always
accessible,
something like
not too
fantasy.
crazy.
There's always like a fantasy overdrive, or excuse me, overture over every one of their albums. It's like some kind of fucking Tolkien shit. But some people can't get down with that. Didn't Trevor do and the rhythm guitarist Brian, didn't they do like medieval English in college? I thought you were the one that told me that.
They might have.
Trevor did.
I thought
Trevor took I don't know. Yeah, not ancient English, but
Yeah, but ancient aliens.
Old English. Yeah, ancient aliens.
Yeah, okay. Gaelic. Anyway, yeah, okay. I've said enough about it. It's your turn, Joey.
I think it's AJ.
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, right, because I went first. Sorry.
Fucking
I broke the rotation.
You already said it, but Job for a Cowboy's Doom. Fucking 2005. I think I heard about it probably around 2007.
7 or 8.
Yeah.
A lot of these albums are back in 2007 or 8 because that's when we flourished into deathcore.
That is the album that got me into deathcore. Mm-hmm. That is the album that got me into playing death metal. That is, I started to learn how to play Entombment of a Machine, and from there it was I learned the very basics, basic frets to go to and how it sounds and this and that, and from that I was able to just build and build and build and come up with my own shit. And I don't know, I think Relinquished is probably my other favorite song. Knee Deep. Suspended by the goddamn throat.
Oh yeah, that was a good one too.
Fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love that song. That album is by far one of my favorites.
It was on Metal Blade.
Oh yeah.
And Metal Blade, I mean, from Amon Amarth to goddamn.
They put out every Cannibal Corpse album.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, Joey.
What would be the next? I guess the next one on the list would be Tennessee Murder Club's Carving a Legacy.
You showed me that so long ago, and then you brought it up recently, and I missed them so much because I just forgot all about them.
Yeah, it's one of those bands that you can kind of, leave them on the burner for a while and come back to it, and it's just as good.
I think it's just because they only have one album.
They have 2.
Oh, that's right.
But they have
yeah.
What is it? Human Harvest. And it took me 3 years to track down a copy of it. Which, that album has a ton of great songs, too.
I remember when you first found that album and you were telling me you were getting it, and you were like, man, I really hope that... He's like, you were like, I'm really scared for my life. I was like, what do you mean? I mean, he's like, because these guys don't even show their faces, and they don't give out their names, and they're scary, and I just gave him my email address.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, no, I gave him my house address, because you had to get it shipped to you.
Yeah, that was before they were even signed, but they were a way more intense, crazy death metal Slipknot.
Oh, yeah.
In that way.
Oh, yeah.
But,
they had a little bit of a hip-hop influence into them, too.
A bit in the use of samples, just a little bit.
A lot of samples are good.
But, you've got Flesh Mob on there, you've got Cyborg Deathbed.
Yeah, I like that one.
Just Lion's Den, and it's just all these awesome songs that just flow from one to the other. I don't know, it's one of those albums that keeps popping up, and I keep putting it back in my car and never letting it leave.
Death what's up?
That is what's up.
Mikey son?
Alright. I had to make a quick switch to my list because I thought of one that was a lot better than the one that I had because I was listening to it at the time, but I forgot about it because I haven't listened to it in a while.
Here's the big one.
Whitechapel's Somatic Defilement.
Yeah.
Definitely a banger of a fucking album. Favorite songs is probably the Somatic Defilement, and
I'm really surprised that wasn't immediately on your list.
I see. The only reason is because of I don't really like what Whitechapel does now, so I kind of stirred away from their older stuff too because I'm disappointed.
Yeah,
so it's
not the same knowing.
But
that's one of my honorable mentions.
I can't. The fuck?
Oh, Mike is getting a phone call.
Sorry. Technical difficulties. My phone kind of went on. Anyway, the reason... Yeah, like I said, the reason why I just forgot about this album is because I'm just disappointed with what they're doing now and stirring me away from their older stuff. Kind of like Bring Me the Horizon, where I actually enjoyed some of their older stuff. You know, like their first album, their second one, and Suicide Season was
Yeah.
And
it just tanked.
Yeah, and then it just tanked, and now they're doing like
I remember I liked
shit.
the album art for Suicide Season.
Yeah, I did
the woman
too.
holding on
Yeah,
her
with her
guts.
fucking holding her guts and shit. That shit. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a great album." And then I listened to it, and I was like, "What the fuck
It was so...
am I listening to?"
It was like clean cut
I
metal.
got
I
a
don't like it.
secret. It's in the tip of my tongue. It's in the back of my lungs. And
How about the actual song Suicide Season? Like,
that
Jesus
was the
Christ, that was the
emo-est
most...
shit.
It sounds like such a heavy song.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna go over that because that's one of my honorable mentions. But I do think that Football Season's Over is a good song. Okay. Anyway,
So Whitechapel.
Yeah,
Dude,
okay.
Articulo Morti.
that was one of my favorites. That's on my list of favorite tracks. Articulum Morti, the Somatic Defilement, and
Vicer Exciser.
Vicer Exciser. Like, those were the 3 fucking songs that made me learn triplets on double bass. Because it makes you... Quick tip, kids. If you want to make your shit sound a lot faster than it actually is, triplets. Fucking learn those triplets hard. And you will be doing those in a higher tempo every single month. I promise you. That's literally all it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and count it by 6 every time you do a double kick. That's what Kevin Lane does.
Yeet.
So I would watch videos of Kevin Lane doing these retarded fucking blast beats and double kicks, and I'd be like, how the fuck does he do that? I studied him so much. He helped me so much with my playing and shit, because I'm self-taught. I don't really get taught by people.
Kevin Lane versus Ben Harkleroad, go.
Kevin Lane.
Yeah.
All the way. Kevin Harkleroad was a good showman.
Yeah.
And, like, he was a good, like, fill-in.
You think he's responsible for the sudden shift in the band's, like...
No, I think Phil is.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, he's been acting weird lately. Anyway, that and trying to fit in with the newer crowd and shit.
Yeah.
Like, their last album, what was it? Saw's the Law or whatever?
Yeah.
Breaking the Saw. Fucking, yeah, it just didn't, nobody really liked it as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to have reviews
I don't
on
know
it.
anyone who's talking about it.
Yeah, so it's like right after, the fuck is your problem?
No, just it's. I really haven't heard anything about it. I forgot they put it out.
Oh yeah. You're right.
It popped up, and
Okay,
every
yeah.
once in a while I'll see something like the documentary for it pop up. And, oh yeah, they
I
did put
forgot.
something
Yeah,
out.
it's like right after their self-titled album, it was like
Even the self-title.
they're
was a
making
little
shit.
lame.
Yeah, it was lame as fuck. I didn't even really like New Era of Corruption either.
Yeah.
I think they stopped being good at This Is Exile.
I liked A New Era of Corruption. I liked it.
I thought it was too proggy. Not
Yeah.
really proggy, I guess, but I think
Anyway.
it was. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, Somatic Defilement. Those fucking songs. Kevin Lane better than Ben Harkleroad. Go ahead, AJ.
Mine was This Is Exile. Yeah, that fucking influenced my playing like crazy. That's when I really started getting into like melodic fucking like deathcore and shit like that, and like the obsession with just mean sounding evil riffs
Fuck
and shit
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, what's the fucking Alex Savage or Ben Savage?
Ben Savage and
Yeah.
Alex Wade.
Yeah, Ben Savage is a nuts guitarist, but nowadays he's not doing much.
Yeah.
Can I just throw this out here? I know I've been talking a fuck ton, but I think it's funny that since ours is chromatic, chromatic. Since ours,
Is it in tune?
yeah, it's in tune. Since ours is chronological, I think it's funny that your number 6 and my number 6 is
Whitechapel.
Whitechapel, but 2 different albums, because that just kind of shows that I lean towards a different style of Whitechapel than you did. It's not that I didn't like This Is Exile,
But that wasn't your itch.
Yeah, that wasn't my itch that I needed scratched.
Fucking, I don't know, my favorite fucking track probably... I don't know, it's a tie between Eternal Refuge... Yeah, Eternal Refuge and Possession. I mean, that's the song that was like the single on the fucking album, Possession, but...
Subconsciously, I am aroused.
Fuck. Oh my god, dude.
What about the title track, dude?
This is
Exile was a good one too.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, it's a great fucking song.
That's when they started using 8 strings, wasn't it?
I thought they always... No, you're right. No. They started using 8 strings in New Era.
Did they?
Yeah. Because AJ was still playing Drop A, and we could cover him. Or them, excuse me.
You and I actually did. We covered Eternal Refuge a little bit, and we covered Of Legions.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot all about Of Legions. I gotta listen to that one again. That was a good way of us like warming up too, because that was a hard song, like trying to hone in on each other, making it sound perfect.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I have. A cool little notes that they switched to Ben Harkleroad on drums for their self-titled in 2012 and sucked ever since. Yeah, that's a little note. That is a legitimate note that I made.
I don't think that Ben Harkleroad was like the dropping point. I feel like it was
A
not
bad
selling
coincidence.
enough. Yeah, I don't think they were just selling. You know who Ben Harkleroad's from? He's the I don't know if he's the original drummer. But he was the drummer of...
Spawn of Possession?
No. Fucking Knights of the Abyss.
Knights of the Abyss.
Which I don't think they're a band anymore.
Probably not.
Do you remember Bermuda?
Ooh. Dude, Bermuda. They were iffy. They had some really good songs and some really weird songs.
Ones. Yeah. Last.
Yeah, it was sick.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, I remember my iPod, or my Zune.
Oh my god, yeah.
My Zune. I was the only kid in high school with a fucking
We ripped
Zune.
on you for your Zune and your PT Cruiser every single day.
I will never forget the day that AJ was in the hallway with his Zune, and he had this, like, app. It was like a game or something that, like, when you touch the button, the screen breaks. And he would do this funny-ass thing where he would just, like, punch his phone and people would be like, oh my god, you broke it! But it wasn't really broken. So, like, there was one time AJ went and punched it and dropped it, and it actually broke. And he was like...
Yep.
Well, you gotta find a replacement Zune.
That thing was 16 fucking gigabytes.
16.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Zune was a little better than iPod, but I think the interface was terrible. Anyway.
I loved it. It was just drag and drop. But do you know what was funny? It was at the Bermuda. When I downloaded Bermuda on my Zune, my Zune had a terrible time syncing up album art with the album.
Yeah, mine too.
So I had the Gorillas as the fucking album art, and it was the it wasn't Demon Days, it was the one of them in like the little car.
Right.
It was just the car going through on the fucking album, and the rest of the album's just like white. I forget what the fuck it was, but it was just...
I think it was self-titled, wasn't it? Gorillas,
I think it was. Yeah, it was.
And yeah, every time I listened to Bermuda, it was like just the Gorillas fucking artwork.
Yeah, I remember. Well, actually, kind of fun to just kind of strewing off on that. Like you just said, sometimes like the photo files will get mixed in with like the track photo files or whatever, the album covers. I remember this one time I was just kind of going through my phone, and you had sent me pictures of your ex-girlfriend like sucking your dick or something, and like I'm just scrolling through my phone, and I had They Found Her in Pieces as one of my little things to listen to. I played it, and the album art was just your dick in this bitch's mouth.
That's fucking great.
Why'd you send that to him?
Because he asked for it.
I didn't ask for that.
Why'd you ask for it?
I asked for tits.
There's so many questions.
No, that's fine. Mike's seen my dick.
Well, I mean, Mike's seen everybody's dick.
I haven't seen your dick.
Mike is like... It's like a rite of passage to show your dick to Mike.
Your pool, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did see your dick.
Yep.
Wow, I am like a dick magnet, dude.
Yeah, dude. You're not truly a friend with Mike unless he's seen your dick.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's only 2 friends that we have.
Pretty sure you've walked in on the bathroom with me a couple times.
Have you seen Nick's dick?
Did.
You've seen Nick's dick.
I have seen Nick's dick because he tried to put weed in a condom and put it around his dick so that he could go on the bus and not get caught.
Put a condom on his fucking...
He put the weed in the condom and then put the condom on his dick and just let it hang there. So he couldn't get caught with weed. We were just
I mean, best case scenario, a drug dog tries to bite his dick off.
That's not best case, though.
Like, for the cops it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would be fine.
Oh my god, he bit his dick off. Must have been pissing crystal meth.
Joey, go ahead. God damn.
Alright, next one is... cow decap, the harvest floor.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Yes.
Concrete and tooth enamel.
That's my favorite. When I first heard that song, I was like,
That's
I need to listen to it again.
And then Regret in the Grave, just that bass intro.
I like that, which one was
and
the
the
one?
Body Farm.
The Body Farm,
With
was
that,
amazing.
that again,
That's
a bass,
one
a
of the
little bass solo.
The dude who just left.
He came in afterwards. He was
I just
on
don't
Monolithic
remember-
Humanity.
I don't know who the guy's name is.
Derek Engelman.
Yeah.
Wait, he
that's
plays
it,
for
yeah.
Scour now. I don't know
Yeah.
why he left.
Probably because he got tired of the veganism.
But I mean, I don't think the second guitarist was a vegan or the drummer.
I don't know. I think the drummer is.
I don't think so. I think
He's
it's
a beefy motherfucker.
He is. But yeah, that was just kind of a new level of kind of like harsh, just higher vocals, but not the deathcore screech, I guess.
Right. I mean, he has a very unique vocal
Oh,
style, dude.
yeah, that's a word for it. But it was just
big.
the blending of their crazy aggression with the more kind of progressive or melodic sections that they put in there. Just is amazing.
What was the one who was like, digga digga we, that's We Are Horrible People. Yeah, and I also liked
We Are Horrible People is fucking amazing.
Ripest Beneath the Rye.
Oh my god.
It's like delicious bread.
Into the Public Bath, the most
Oh my
disgusting
God.
fucking
Dude,
thing I've
that
ever
was
heard in
the
my life.
first fucking song. Dude, Joe, I think you were there when I did that. That was the first fucking song I ever read the lyrics to that actually made me gag. Like,
That was when I bought it, I think.
when I was like, dude, the fucking lyrics made me gag. You're like, I need to get this.
But it was real tough to decide between that or Monolith of Inhumanity, because Monolith of Inhumanity has forced gender reassignment.
That was
That's my favorite
And I
album.
mean,
Yeah.
I like Dead Set on
there's
Suicide.
There's
That's the only
so many amazing bass parts in that album.
Oh, but
Yep. Your Disposal, a living, breathing piece of defecating.
The melodies on that one were a little more catchy.
Yeah.
I think the death metal was better on the Harvest Floor. The melody and catchier stuff was on.
nobody can fucking deny that those studio diaries were not the best studio diaries.
They
Oh
were
my God.
amazing.
They were fucking awesome. Like when he was doing, he's like, Travis Ryan, yeah, he was just like, the producer dude was like, hey, I mean, what do you think, you're Celine Dion? He's like, well, I think I'm fucking Celine Dion.
My favorite thing is when he just rolls out of bed, walks up to the microphone, scratches his chest, and just nails it.
I remember watching the Harvest Floor ones, since we're, circle back to your...
Which those were good too.
Yeah, like, I remember watching those, and when he was doing, he did the same thing in Monolith that he did in the Harvest Floor, but it was, we just said it. We just fucking said it. Into the Public Bath.
Yep.
Like, he does this thing with water where he's just, it's so gross.
Yep.
That, like, I'm like, that's what he's doing. He did the same thing for projectile ovulation
Yep.
in Monolith.
Just straight spit into his laundry.
And I mean,
Tooth enamel and concrete.
It's really, really tough for me to... Now I'm reconsidering. But, I mean, the Harvest Floor was my first introduction to Cow Decap, so it definitely has a better place in my heart. But the
You
play...
didn't like them before, like, I kind of forced you into them.
Kind of. Well, I've listened to Regret in the Grave and the Body Farm a few times.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if this is good enough for me to buy the album. Then I bought the album on a whim. I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, you know what was another good one that they did was
Humanure.
Humanure was awesome. It
Yes.
was the
Carmageddon?
Human Jerky.
Oh my god, not Human Jerky. It was the one. It was the one before Bloody Karma. Bloody Karma was an awesome album too.
Yes.
The fucking fuck. The Twilight Zone reference. To Serve Man.
Ah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
To Serve Man. The fucking that was a great album too. But me and AJ first listened to Testicular Manslaughter
Yes.
when we first ever heard of cattle
Bukkake Tsunami.
Yeah, it was great. When we first ever heard of cattle decapitation, we hated them. Like we sat there, we listened to Testicular Manslaughter, and we were like, "Oh,
Well,
dude, what the fuck
How
is
can
this?"
people
From the
seriously?
Harvest
Yeah.
floor on, it's a lot more palatable.
Yeah, and then
because
you
before it was just grind.
and then when you go back and you listen to their older shit, it's like, wow, this is good.
You can see the components
Yeah,
that
it's-
made
it's
everything
beautiful.
else. Yeah, I mean it's just such an awesome fucking album.
By far.
So you're stuck on an island. The only one you can listen to is one of the albums. Which one do you pick?
Of the Cattle
The
Decap,
Cattle Decap.
that's hard. It's weird because a lot of times I'll think songs from Monolith are on Harvest and vice versa.
Right.
Because I don't know, they're recorded like 3 years apart or something.
At least, yeah.
But they are a good companion album. Like one goes into the other pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like there's a fan theory out there that says that like everything past Harvest Floor is like a concept story.
I mean, all of them have kind of been concept stories.
Well, it's because
but they all are.
Like it's they're saying that all mixing into one. I'll put up a picture of the 3 albums right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at what was the latest one.
Anthropocene
Yeah,
Extinction.
I can never say that fucking thing.
Oh my god, that's a really good album too.
It was. If you look at that, you can see the Monolith and the Slaughterhouse in the background with the fucking dude like with the shit in his shit.
I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, because it's actually pretty cool. Okay, my bad, Joey. I feel like
yeah.
I've been talking over your time.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. It's an awesome album. I'll probably listen to it on the way home today.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
On to you, Mike.
AJ, I'm sorry. I'm taking another one of yours, dude. I know this is on your list, too. Pig Destroyer's Book Burner.
Oh god damn it.
Oh,
Asshole.
my fucking dick in heaven, bro.
The Baltimore Strangler.
Baltimore Strangler.
The Diplomat.
The Diplomat, dude. Fucking, The Bug. Sis.
Oh my god.
That whole
Eve.
album.
Eve was my favorite.
Holy shit, that was a great album. Adam Jarvis is by far one of the most inhuman fucking drummers I've ever seen. He doesn't breathe. Motherfucker doesn't breathe. I've seen them twice.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 times in concert I've seen them. I've never seen that motherfucker breathe.
Machines.
Once.
Who else does he drum for? It's like Misery Index.
Misery Index and-
I think Scour too. Asthma Castle.
He's not the
Strong
one.
Intention.
Razzmatazz.
He used to be in, oh, never mind. That wasn't him. I was thinking of Danny Walker, but I think he's out of a band now.
He wasn't Exhumed.
And he also was in Murder Construct.
Yeah.
So anyway, what else is there to fucking say? The fucking production, Scott Hall, fucking awesome. Baltimore local, DC Baltimore local.
They're from Richmond,
Yeah,
but
it, like
I mean, they'll
they
come here to play random shows.
they mainly came around here to play in Richmond, but still, like, there's not really much else I can say about it. It's just, it's one of those albums that it left me speechless when I first listened to it. As soon as I heard that album, I gave it to you.
Yep.
And I was like, you need to listen to this.
And boy did
And
I.
holy shit, did we listen to that fucking thing over and over and over and over and over again. Like, I can't get enough of this album. Like, I'm starting to sound like a fucking broken record when it comes to these favorite albums lists, but this is my number 1 favorite album in death metal right now. I have yet to hear anything different that'll change my mind, honestly. My favorite song on the album is probably The Bug.
Nice.
And I like Baltimore Strangler a lot, and I also really like Iron Drunk, the Iron Drunk, or the Iron Fist, or what was it?
I don't remember.
I can't remember that one anyway. I can't remember the name.
It was the Iron Fist.
Yeah, so the Iron Fist, the Bug, and fucking Geysers is a good one too. Valley of Geysers. Fuck, dude! I will sing while you croak.
Oh my god!
I will dance upon your dirty core. Fucking the Pug. That's my favorite through that. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Fucking mine was probably Suicide Silence. The Cleansing. That would be the next step in my evolution in guitar. That's probably like my step into like just generally just chuggy fucking shit. Like that 210 thing had the biggest influence on me, I think.
Which song was it? That was
Was that Girl with Glass?
I think it was.
I'm not sure.
That was one of my favorites.
Or was that Bludgeon to Death?
No, Bludgeon to Death started. It was like.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
You and I learned Destruction of a Statue in its entirety.
All the way through.
That's a bonus track on there.
We also learned Unanswered, but we stopped playing it, and I still remember how to play it. For some reason, you can't get the tempo right.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Trying to think, was Wake Up on the Cleansing?
No, that was No
next
Time
one?
to Bleed.
So No Time to Bleed was probably Disengaged too, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was.
Yep. That took me a while to warm up to.
Yeah, me too.
Remember, I taught you guys the riff to Disengage, which was funny.
And it's the opposite of fucking Unanswered.
Yeah, pretty much.
Instead of 210, it's 012.
Yeah. 012.
Fucking assholes.
012.
But then after that, like, I started making a bunch of 210 riffs. Like,
When in doubt, 210 out.
Yeah.
we fucking, was, For the Beaten or something. What the hell was that one song that we came up with?
Plague of
For
the
the
Weekend.
Plague of the Beaten.
Plague
Yeah,
of
For the
the
Weekend.
For the Weekend.
Oh, God. But, oh, shit. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck that was.
Good.
But, yeah, that I started coming up with 210 riffs. Dun 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 dun, and that influenced my playing a shit ton. But there was a Century Media release. Fucking Century Media. I mean, they got
Century Media actually was Arson Skull the Girls too.
yeah. And I Hate God, Arch Enemy, Napalm Death, Aborted, fucking Deicide.
Holy shit, yeah.
They've done in the past. They've done Jungle Rot. They've done I Wrestled a Bear once too, and Cryptopsy, and Dimmu Borgir, who I have
A lot of them went
varying
to
opinions
nuclear.
on.
It's funny because a lot of those bands went to Nuclear Blast, and Jungle Rot strangely is still on Victory.
Mm.
I've never understood that.
That's weird. That's like a pop punk ass fucking label, dude. Who are they gonna play with? The Day to Remember? Oh wait, no, never mind. Day to Remember's not on there anymore.
A lot of bands aren't on there anymore.
I think my favorite track on The Cleansing is probably The Fallen.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I remember
I guess you
like
could say I'm one of the fall. You wanted that tattoo, do you?
yeah, I did, and then
They suck now.
yeah.
What's up with
So
all these like good 2007 like veterans of deathcore turning into fucking like sellouts?
I don't know. It's like the hot topic is the toxic fan base.
And the thing is that they're too snobby to like.
At least it's not All Shall Perish,
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Oh
who just
god.
exploded.
Yeah, literally imploded upon itself. Like, I don't understand how. I just don't understand how people who had such a good fucking following back in like 2007 are all of a sudden starting to come out with these crappy fucking songs.
But they all started
And-
They decided to go like clean.
Yeah,
about at the same time.
It's like, and who's the like? What was I saying before? Like, fucking
Whitechapel.
Suicide Silence. Yeah, Whitechapel did the same thing, and they're Suicide Silence and Whitechapel are trying to play it off like, oh, I don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. We play what we want. We want to play. But it's like,
You're still pandering.
yeah, we're like, why not just make a new band at that point? If you don't like what you made before, just because you have a fan base, you're gonna stay there. That's kind of selling out. You know, if you want to make different music, don't do it under the same label as as a band that doesn't do the same fucking music as they used to.
Yeah. That being said, I mean, I really like to watch Job for a Cowboy's evolution, and their music is nothing like Doom anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. And, you know, all of that, they had a bunch of fucking great albums, too. I didn't really like Sun Eater.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite albums.
But like, I still love, like, Genesis and fucking, Jesus. Unconstitutional Masturbation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, whatever. All right, so this is your...
Or Ruination, you mean?
Ruination, yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I remember, the Studio Diaries. That was another fun one that we watched. It was but that was the No Time to Bleed Studio Diary, right?
Yeah, they didn't have
Shit, Sickle, Butt Fuck?
Yeah,
Shit, Sickle, Butt Fuck.
That was a good one. That was also when Alex Lopez said that, what's his name, The Machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when he said that Machine made him eat popcorn before he played because it gave him more of a pop in the snare.
Yep. Such an ass.
He's like, he doesn't let me use drum keys. I have to use my fingers.
Yeah, they never really acknowledged the bassist for a while, too.
Yeah, the bassist is still kind of in the background. He's pretty much like, I'm on the train until it runs out.
Dan Kenny.
As soon as like some kind of fucking,
I want his
coal runs
signature
out.
so bad.
And Mike Bodkins, I think, was based on The Cleansing.
No.
I think
he
might have.
On The Cleansing.
Right, yeah.
Dan Kenny was from after The Cleansing onward, I think.
Yeah, he was on No Time to Bleed, I believe.
Well, he was, but he wasn't. Like, he wasn't officially on there until, like, Black Crown.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Joey.
So, I guess I got my next one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Probably be Deeds of Flesh's Portals to Canaan.
Yes.
With a Verbum Juggernaut and
Fuck.
the Gorguts cover of Orphans of Sickness.
That's beautiful.
What's the opening track? The
Human Husk. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's just it's so technical and the drums are just so interlocked. And I mean, you know, Mike Hamilton is an amazing drummer. It's unfortunate he's not in the band anymore. But just
Yes.
and it just every song that is amazing and they all fade into each other. And just some of the weird little samples and everything that they put in there. And any album that uses samples from The Thing is fucking amazing.
You know who does a really good job at doing those fade in to different songs? Fucking Spawn of Possession.
Yes, another band that unfortunately doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I just found out. I looked it up. The song that I was talking about, the intro track, is Amidst the Ruins. The song fucking kills. The next song's like, goddamn, 6 minutes and 30 seconds long.
Yeah, the whole album is full of pretty long songs.
Okay, here's
beefy.
Here's a good question while we're on that topic. Do you prefer longer death metal songs or shorter death metal songs?
It depends on the band that's writing the material.
Whatever gets it done.
Okay.
It's real easy to make an overinflated death metal song, but it's also easy to make one that's too short.
Like, I mean, Pig Destroyer made Natasha, and that was like 37 minutes long.
Which, Natasha is 12. But Natasha is an awesome album to put on in the background. You don't listen to it, you just kind of let it happen.
Yeah. Dude, I remember me and Mike were sitting in my car, we were listening to, what was it, Terrorizer?
Or Prowler in the Yard, maybe?
No, it was Terrorizer. It was because... No, I think it was Terrorizer because it was the running.
So we're sitting there, it's in the middle of the night, it's like 1 a.m., and we're sitting there
talking, like, stoned as fuck.
Yeah, stoned as fuck. We're just in it. We're just talking. It is dark as fuck, there's not a soul outside. And then we're in mid-conversation, and everything gets really quiet, and I'm like, is it the end of the CD? Or no, we don't even... What happened? It's like we didn't notice it.
We were literally just sitting there talking, and the CD ended, and then the first track is the intro track where you just hear like running through like an echoed like hallway or some shit. It's just the footsteps get louder and louder and louder, and then fucking JR comes in and and like it's just so abrupt and shit. And us being so stoned
and quiet and dark.
It was so quiet and dark that we were just like, shit, dude. AJ saved the day because he realized what song was going on. He turned it down real quick.
Yeah, that's
what
happened.
Blaring. It was loud.
Dude, it was loud as shit. Like, we were jamming, and then,
we just started talking, and then, like, we didn't even realize the CD repeated itself.
And then I heard that...
And you were like...
Yeah. I was like, no. Not having that.
I was like, what? What's wrong? What? I thought he was having, like, a panic attack or some shit.
But go ahead, Joe. Anything else you want to say about Portals to Canaan?
Fast, man.
And it's another one of those albums that, you know, if the guitars are... They went to A in that. And it's...
Drop or standard?
Standard.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Just all these exceptional albums, and it's just so heavy but so technical, and... You know, a lot of these albums have...
Huge penis.
Yeah. Have a...
Chutzpah.
Guitarists and bassists that sing, too.
Huevos.
Which I'm a huge fan of the guitarist singer.
Balls.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
I didn't know they do that. They're fucking guitarist, singer.
Yep, Eric sings.
Damn.
Is that a 3-piece?
4. They were a 3-piece for a long time.
Right.
But yeah, it's a 4-piece right now.
Sweet. Gucci.
That's insane, dude, because listen to their stuff on record. I don't know how the fuck people would sing and do that shit at the same time. That's, like, really intricate.
He's been doing it for years. He's, you know,
Decades.
still tearing it up.
Disciplined as a motherfucker.
And Mikey.
My number 4.
It's one we just mentioned not too long ago.
Yeah. Monolith of Immunity. Yeah.
Manicotti. Many manicottis.
Manicotti.
Many manly manicottis.
Cattle Decapitation's Monolith of Inhumanity in 2012.
Yes.
That was the same year that Book Burner came out, by the way, so it was a good year for me.
Oh, dude.
Carbon Stampede, fucking Dead Set on Suicide, Forced Gender Reassignment, Living Breathing Piece of Defecating Meat. Like, I might as well just read off the entire fucking track list.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's amazing.
Dead Set on Suicide was my shit.
Dude, the whole fucking track, like, the only song I don't think I got down with was Kingdom of Tyrants.
The Monolith and Kingdom of Tyrants I like because it's so different.
Yeah, it's like a switch.
Yeah, it's very progressive. It's very slow. But, you know.
I couldn't, like, I can only listen to Monolith and Kingdom, like, maybe halfway through the song before skipping it.
But, I mean, if we were promised heaven, then why are we in hell?
Yeah.
That's the line that carries both of those songs through.
Travis is such a deep fucking dude. Like, he can be funny as shit in his lyrics. He can be nasty and disgusting.
He is a true poet.
He is a very true fucking poet. He's like a modern day Shakespeare if he ate shit.
I think the best way to consume the Monolith and Kingdom of Tyrants is to watch the music video for it.
Oh, definitely. See, that's how I listen. That's how I can get through it, is watching the movie. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like, it's Do Not Resuscitate was a great fucking one, too.
Your Disposal.
Your Disposal is fucking awesome. Gristle Liquor.
Well, when we saw them live, they finished with Your Disposal.
Fucking Projectile Ovulation, dude. That literally, besides Life Stalker, that was the entire set. That was the entire track list. I love this album. Can listen to it all the way through once again. That's it. That's all I can really say. See, it influenced me more on how to form a grind song. Because we were doing a lot of death grind with, like, Lords of Bedlam and shit. And, like, it solidified my idea on how to make a grind song. So, that's why it's a huge influence on me, mainly because of the themes and the structures and the music videos, the album cover, everything is just good to me. Like, I don't necessarily love the drummer, Dave McGraw, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily love him as a drummer. I'm not necessarily influenced by him, because I feel like a lot of the stuff that he does is helped with a lot of triggering and processing. I'm not saying he doesn't bust his ass. I've seen him live. And, like, he beats that fucking drum set up. problem I have with him live is that it seems like he doesn't stay within tempo.
His double bass can be a little off.
Yeah,
and
a
some
little
of his
bit,
fills.
Yeah, so it's like he misses beats a lot live and stuff, but on track it's perfect.
Right.
You know, so it's a good. But I'm not here to shit on him because he's a great drummer, but not an influence to me as a drummer. But as a musician, this album is my shit. It's dope.
And he is definitely not to drums as Michael Keane is to guitar and heroin at the moment.
Agreed.
It's not that bad. Nowhere near.
Oh, Joey, by the way, we need an update on Michael Keane.
Oh yeah, the Michael Keane update.
Yeah, check your phone because we have a tracker on Michael Keane right now.
Yep.
Still doing heroin.
Still doing heroin.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn.
Found that. Yeah. Is he still in the hospital? Did he show up to the next show?
Probably not.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. We really wish he would get back to
planetary duality.
That level of shit and just, we make fun of him a lot, but the Faceless were one of our favorite bands.
Yeah, definitely. Like
an Autopsy.
An Autopsy was an amazing.
Yes.
Fuck, like that
planetary
was
duality. Part
but
1 and 2.
then like a cat. How do you say that? Akalan, the alien shit.
Akadama.
Is that how you say
the first album?
Yeah, I wasn't big on that. Which one came after duality?
That was.
Not Autotheism.
That's Autotheism.
Is it? Okay.
They did sucked. 2 albums and then Autotheism.
That was a shitty album. But
I didn't enjoy it, but
I feel like their peak was probably Planetary Duality.
I mean, and they just put out an album, and I can't tell you their name of the album at all. It's something to do with ghosts, but
album art looks fucking dope.
Oh, the album art's cool as shit.
It's like just some dude in a bag hanging upside down.
But
hey guys, we're doing the Planetary Duality album all the way through in its entirety. I know that shit. I know that shit from the back. I don't need to practice. Hold on, let me go into the bathroom real quick.
I mean, that proves that they know that album was the shit. Is that their current touring is based on that album alone
by far. Because nobody wanted their other albums because they sucked. And everybody left the Faceless. It's sad that the
multiple
Faceless...
times over.
Yeah. It's sad that the Faceless was on the Amir streak for a little while. Because everyone dropped fucking Frankie Palmieri like a fucking brick.
Right.
Okay. Joey.
No, it's on you.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. And then we're going to AJ.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done with the Michael Keane report.
Yeah, Michael Keane report. There's your Michael Keane report.
Hoping you get better. Start playing your guitar again.
It's your turn, right?
No, it's your turn. After Joey, it's you.
No.
Oh.
No, he finished up Monolith.
Yeah, I finished up Monolith, so it's your turn.
Okay. Black Dahlia Murder Nocturnal. You already mentioned it,
yes.
but that, in my evolution, that's probably the next stage. That's when I started getting a lot more, like, down-tuned and melodic. Like, that's probably when, like, my down-tuned standard guitar work really started coming into play.
You know how I keep talking about my top 3? Mm-hmm. Book Burner 1, Nocturnal 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, just top 3 albums ever?
Top 3 albums, my favorite albums ever.
Damn.
Like, I love Nocturnal, but Book Burner was just the shit.
I'd probably agree. I'd probably put those 2 on mine as well. Fucking Everything Went Black is probably my favorite song, actually, just because the way it opens up, it does not stop. It's just a fucking grinder of a song. And it also has, What a Terrible Night to Have a Curse has, like, the greatest backup riff I've ever heard in my life during the solo.
Fuck yeah.
It's really fucking evil. Death Mass Divine, as you mentioned, is one of my favorite. Climactic Degradation, fucking awesome. 34 minutes and 49 seconds of pure fucking amazingness. Yeah. Joey, go ahead.
My next one is, and I actually received this album from Bronson, the guitarist of one of my old band's Demise, because he fucking hated it. It was Mortician's Zombie Apocalypse / Hacked Up for Barbecue compilation. It's 32 songs, and I think it totals in at maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours or something.
It's pretty dope.
And it's just constant, just impossible jackhammer drums through the entire thing. Guttural vocals, just distorted, nasty bass and guitar. And it's just, they do all of these sound clips in it, and they use a ton from old horror movies, especially Hellraiser, which is one of my favorite series of movies. And I actually used some of the quotes that they used in my Visceral Violation songs too. And it's just, I can listen to it in the background, and it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, that definitely influenced my use of samples in songs.
I believe it.
Yeah. Back to you, Mike.
Well, at least they weren't like Kill Whitney Dead, where they tried to make a whole subgenre off of it. Cinemacore.
Oh my god, yeah, just sound clips from fucking movies.
Alright, so, I know at least one person is gonna disagree with me, like, not really disagree with me, but I guess, like, talk shit. Infant Annihilator's fucking papal leprosy of pollution. Phenomenal. The internet band or not, dude, like, that shit was produced awesome. Everything was just played amazingly. I think the drums were programmed, but, like, he still did playthroughs of it and shit, and it looked like he was doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you can still play your shit, and it's that ridiculous...
We're looking at you, Rings of Saturn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think they've gotten better with that.
I mean, I know that Lucas Mann got caught recently, like, dubbing over his shit at a live
he would
show.
record stuff and then speed it up.
Yeah, I'm saying he was, like... he was lip syncing his guitar, apparently.
I think I remember something popping up about that.
So anyway, well, it's this one really got me inspired to start, like, doing concept albums besides, like, Cattle Decap's shit and Whitechapel. They did a whole, because, like, Somatic Defilement was about Jack the Ripper. Cattle Decapitations was just about humanity and why it's a piece of shit, and it's kind of a concept album.
I mean, that's been their Cattle's concept
forever.
From the beginning.
But Infinite Annihilator made, like, a whole story themselves. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. All the lyrics and shit is all in order from, like, kind of like a cinematic view, and each song is about, the whole album as a whole is about the Pope, the Catholic Pope, finds out or gets word from God that a second Jesus is coming, and the second coming is going to happen. So, afraid that he's going to lose his power, he has all of the children, like, raped and murdered and thrown into, like, pits and crucified and raped again. And, all this fucked up shit. Get nuns pregnant so that they can be forcibly ripped out of the womb and killed while their mother dies. And just so he can keep his seat of power on the throne. And it's actually kind of fucked up because the ending song is called Pedophilic Supremacy.
Yeah.
Which means he did it.
Yeah.
So, like,
dude, the breakdowns in that song.
Oh my god, dude! The breakdowns in that song is nuts. Dude, the breakdowns in all of these songs are nuts. Mm-hmm. It's a really good mix of would you call it cyber grind?
No,
not really. Like, because I wrestled a bear once as cyber grind.
I'd call it like slam deathcore. I don't know.
I feel like they had a really good brutal deathcore feel to them. The vocalist Dan Watson, who's doing fucking Enterprise Earth, or is that what it's called?
It is Enterprise Earth. I think he's in that.
Earth? Yeah, so he left Infant because they're in fucking UK and he was in the United States. He couldn't tour or anything.
I thought they were Australian.
No, they're UK. Oh, okay. They're British. They're fucking Brits, mate. Obviously, the first time I heard of them was through the music videos.
Which, that was a big turnoff for me, because
Because it was.
They seemed incredibly edgelordy. I mean, the whole story is very kind of, like, oh, it's offensive to be offensive.
Yeah, but
and then it's just they were just goofy. I was like,
yeah, I mean,
choose
like,
which one you're gonna.
The song that was the single for this album was "Decapitation Fornication," which actually has nothing to do with the actual album. So it's literally like the "kill you" song, like "I'm gonna kill this bitch" song, but everything else is like pure just. See, I don't mind the edginess because it's the right amount of edge to me where it's like, wow, that's really offensive, but I mean, it's true.
And it's original, too.
And it's original as fuck, Like, I don't even think a director would have came up with that shit.
Maybe Yul Bowl.
Maybe. Or Stephen Lynch.
Possibly.
Wait, he's the one that made Eraserhead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, favorite songs. Devoted to the Child Rape Syndicate. Anal Prolapse of Suffocation, Embryonic Fetus, or Embryonic Fetish, Pinned Down and Fisted, Filleted and Consumed, which had fucking Lucas Mann on there. I don't care if he sped up his shit or not. That shit sounded awesome. Bathed in Placenta, and those are my favorites, period. I mean, Cunt Crusher was awesome, but I listened to that song like a fuck ton when I was listening.
You listened to that song a lot.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I listened to it nearly as much as I listened to Devoted to the Child Rape Syndicate, because I don't know, Child Rape Syndicate had this feel to it that was so powerful and so crunchy that I felt awesome listening to it, Yeah, that's my number 3.
Are you done with that?
Yeah.
Fucking mine would probably be Behemoth Demigod next.
That is a great fucking album.
Mainly because that's where fucking Slave Shall Serve came off of.
That was the first song I heard from them.
Yeah. And
which album was Christ Grinding Avenue on?
Oh god, they have so many fucking albums, and I don't bother to memorize.
Is it the same one that fucking Die 90s or whatever? Or Christians to the Lions is on?
I'm looking it up right now. I think that's the Apostasy.
Yeah, Dan. You're talking. That's a Fire in the Void.
Yeah.
At the Left Hand of God is fucking awesome. Christ Grinding Avenue was on fucking the Apostasy.
Okay, yeah.
That's like my second favorite song by them.
That was a really good one.
At the Left Hand of God was also on the Apostasy.
Yeah.
That one's fucking amazing.
Apostasy is a great album too.
You know
what I didn't like though?
What's that?
Satanist.
I love the.
I like the Satanist.
Satan.
It's a different.
It's like the Cookie Monster.
It's a different band.
I believe in Satan.
I mean, the song "The Satanist" is my fucking jam.
Yeah.
But it's a very different band. They went very
atmospheric.
Yeah, it's.
Doesn't Nurgle have a fucking country band too?
Yeah, he kind of has a bluegrass thing going on.
He does.
Yeah.
Satanist bluegrass, dude.
It's like a Johnny Cash kind of thing, outlaw country.
Which
Satan
still rocks that too.
Satanist bluegrass.
Yeah. Demigod was a fucking killer album too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I think did that have Conquer All on it?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Do you know?
It's the third track. The Nephilim Rising too.
Yes,
that was fucking great.
That was a bomb fucking song.
XUL has a solo by Carl Sanders from fucking Nile.
Wait, XUL, isn't that Roman numerals?
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know what the U stands for in Roman numerals.
Omega.
I know L is like, what, like 100?
L is 50, if I remember right.
Is it?
Yeah, because Super Bowl XXL 50.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what the U is, but
Triple X.
Yeah, XUL has a fucking solo from the guitarist in Nile.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it was recorded in Hendrix Studios in Poland. I don't know anything about Hendrix Studios.
So why did you mention it, bitch?
Well, because maybe people should know something about it. Mike!
Maybe. Just like how you should know about Earache Records.
Earache Records is fuck. Sulfuric Diarrhea.
Yeah, yeah. Tapes and cassettes, baby.
Yeah, Nurgle produced this one. It was a Century Media release, and we've already established Century Media is fucking awesome.
How are they doing lately?
The Century Media, well, they got acquired by somebody, and then like everybody split off from them. I think Deicide's on Season of Mist. Aborted, I'm pretty sure, is on Nuclear Blast.
Yeah.
Suicide Silence on Nuclear Blast. Napalm Death.
Nails is on Nuclear Blast.
I think he's on Nuclear.
Napalm Death?
No, yeah, I think they're on Nuclear.
I'm pretty sure they're on Nuclear Blast.
I thought they were on No, hold on, you're right.
They were on Earache years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say Earache. Anyway.
Go ahead, Joey. That's pretty much all I had to say about Demigod. It's fucking awesome album, solid.
So, the next one I've got is Conceived in Sewage by Devourment.
Okay.
And just from the second I heard 50 Ton War Machine.
Dude, that's a great... That is... Oh my God.
It's just so heavy, the indistinguishable vocals. It's another Eric Rutan produced album. And then the song that actually got me considering doing full vocals is Parasitic Eruption. The fucking break in it.
Yeah.
The parasite.
I have to listen to that one again.
It's
I'm
awesome.
rusty.
March to Megado is atmospheric as shit. Fucked with Rats. Conceived in Sewage.
Fucked with Rats.
Legalize Homicide as the opener.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just another crushing, amazing album.
Crushing.
And kind of encapsulates that whole Texas thing that a lot of bands from there have.
What was that fucking word that Sean used?
Lashing.
Lashing.
It's not lashing, I can assure you of that.
So lashing.
That's such a weird fucking word to use to describe.
Lashing.
To this day, I still have no idea what he meant.
Activist, yes.
It's lashing, yes.
Yeah.
But off to Mikey for your number 2.
My number 2 is Dying Fetus, Reign Supreme. Dying Fetus' Reign Supreme, dude. Come on, guys. That fucking album was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Was so good.
Oh, yeah.
John Gallagher, what's the bassist's name?
Sean Beasley.
Sean Beasley, fucking Trey Williams, destroying it as a 3-piece, making it sound like a full fucking ass fuck. I love it, dude.
The clip in the beginning From Womb to Waist.
Oh, dude, that's
So what if I'm pregnant and love drugs? Fuck the baby, let it die.
Who cares?
Oh, hell yeah.
Who cares? Fuck the baby, let it die. Yeah, dude.
In the trenches.
In the trenches. We were just talking about the Invert the Idol. I met Trey Williams at the Auto Bar before I met him at Guitar Center when I was working there. And I went up to, I was like, he is a huge influence on me. Like, his blast beats, he's another fucking machine along with Adam Jarvis. But I went up to him, I was like, dude, you're like, my bad, dude, but you're like Idol. And he's just like, nah, man, nah, invert the idols, dude, nah, invert the idols. I was like, okay. Yeah, he's a really nice guy, too. He's a super nice guy. That's really all I can say. My favorite songs, Invert the Idols, Second Skin, From Womb to Waist, and Devout Atrocity was...
We were just talking about Second Skin.
Oh, and Dead Whores Love to Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
The bonus track.
Fuck. Dead Whores Love to Fuck.
It's also true.
Dead Whores do love to fuck. They can't say no if they're dead. AJ.
Oh, well, I had Pig Destroyer Book Burner, but since we already kind of went over that, well, I'll just mention my favorite tracks on that. Eve, The Bug, and probably Permanent Funeral.
I think it's funny that I'm the only one that liked The Diplomat, apparently.
Which one was... Well, I like The Diplomat. I just listened to it way too much because that was the single.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just, that song has always been the shit.
I think instead, though, I'm going to replace that with Global Flatline by Aborted.
That's a good one.
That's
an amazing one.
That's on my honorable mentions. I mean, Scabs and Boils and Fecal Forgery.
Dude, Fecal Forgery was amazing.
You know I
Nail
love
through
that.
The cunt.
That random fucking solos.
Nail through the cunt. Dun dun, your suffering will be legendary. Dun 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 dun, even in hell.
Dude, even Global Flatline is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
Oh, God.
Dun 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 dun.
In style.
Dun.
Vermicular, Obese, Obscene. Or for Making Obscene Obese. Yeah. Fucking great.
VOO, bro.
What came out 2012? Holy shit! I remember when you first bought that album, dude. Listen to it in your car. Like listen to this uplifting solo.
Yeah, because they're like they got
Don't
like
do that
80s
again.
Solo, dude. They got 80s solos. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
It's even funnier live.
Oh my god, it is.
Gravity Impulse.
Yeah, Century Media Records was recorded at Hanson Studios in Denmark.
Den fucking Mark, dog.
Yeah, the fucking album art's pretty awesome too. A bunch of zombies, fucked up city in the background.
Yeah.
Looks like it was hand drawn, maybe.
Who drew the art?
I've seen that art
Check
on
it
a few
out.
other things.
Really?
Yeah, like that guy made a huge series of those.
That's pretty cool.
But I mean, they're the best thing to come out of Belgium since waffles.
I thought you were gonna say The Wall.
Oh,
No, that was Germany.
yeah,
Okay.
that was Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In.
yeah.
Build the Wall.
Fucking yeah. Go ahead, Joey. That's all I pretty much have to say about Global Flatline. It's fucking awesome.
Which song was on Book Burner? Because you were mentioning that. Which one was the?
Diplomat?
No.
Oh, that's Baltimore Strangler. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 19-track album.
It is. How long is it? Probably like what, 45 minutes long?
I don't know about that. There's a lot less.
They beat Natasha.
Did they? I don't think so. Because I mean,
Hold on, I have it right here. Actually.
Well, Natasha's one.
Oh, never mind. One song.
One song. It's
I had
35
that.
minutes long.
I had a chance to buy like the pitch red version of that Natasha vinyl.
I should have
I
gotten it.
didn't. I really wanted it, dude.
Ooh.
I might not listen to that song like religiously, but
It's good to put on in the background.
can we just say like how good of a vocalist J.R. Hayes is?
oh yeah,
Because like I love his lyrics, man. They're like poetry. It's like a diary.
Mhm.
You know, it's like I don't know if he's ever actually had to deal with like addiction and shit, but the way that he delves into like loneliness and addiction and like depression and desire, it's like it's almost sickening in a good way.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It just makes you feel bad. It's like a downer, but the music makes you an upper.
right.
You know what I mean?
It's like an optimistic, pessimistic kind of
Yeah,
duality.
it's like just like with Travis Ryan, where it's like he speaks these words poetically to tell you how disgusting you are as a human, and how disgusting humans are, and how bad they are. To where JR is like, life is fuck, life sucks, but you got to deal with it. It's like almost uplifting in a way. Okay, my bad. Your turn, Joey. I just needed to get that out of my system because I know we're not talking about Pig Destroyer anymore tonight. Hopefully.
We might.
Probably.
Yeah, we usually do.
We
But,
did get into Pig Destroyer talk.
We like to talk about it. But yeah, my next one is Exhum's, was it All Guts, No Glory?
Ooh.
nice.
Which, I mean, from the title track to Cadaver's Eye to...
They played that when we saw them.
Yeah. I mean, me and AJ saw them up in Philadelphia
Fucking amazing.
with the dude with the severed head jumping into the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them with you and.
From Hammer to Anvil.
Oh yeah, dude.
Did you go with us that night?
No, I couldn't make it.
Oh, that's right, it was
Distorted
Idaho
and
War.
Twisted to Form. That's the dueling vocals just of Leon Del Muerte when he was still playing bass for them.
They also played Matter of Splatter, didn't they?
At the show, yes.
Yeah.
But that's on an earlier album. But yeah, I mean, that's another one of those albums that has a vocalist that plays an instrument, and it's breakneck speed through the whole fucking thing. But they break it down for a few solos, and it flows into each other. It's just, one of my favorite albums to this day. And AJ, every time I put it on, would ask me if Matter of Splatter was on it.
You just went really deep right there, Joe. So deep I almost puked.
Good. So, back to you, Mikey.
Alright, my number one. Are you ready for this?
Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Yep.
Well, you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
What I've been listening to lately that's been giving me a fuck ton of influence on music and just what I've been listening to, really, is Wormrot Voices.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my fuck.
Great
dude.
album.
First Singaporean grindcore band to play Netherland Fest, I think it was.
Netherland Death Fest, and I think pretty much any Death Fest. There's not a whole lot of bands from Singapore.
Yeah. And
Period.
So here's some fun facts that I was telling AJ about while I was like getting all this shit ready. The three original members of the band, the guitarist and the singer are the original ones, I think, if I remember correctly. But the drummer isn't. The three original ones with the original drummer started the band right after they got out of their 2-year military service, mandatory military service, and immediately went into starting to write music and shit. Went into a hiatus they came out around 2007. Went on a hiatus around 2012, saying that they're not going to be making music for like at least 2 or 3 years. Came back with Voices. My fucking god, what a comeback, dude. What a fucking comeback. Favorite songs, Blockhead Fuck Off, God's in His Heaven, Oblivious Mess,
Oh, yeah.
Dead Wrong, fucking Take Aim is probably my favorite on the album. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Grind is amazing. Defaced. Like, not like defaced, but defaced.
Yes.
Literally.
The Face of Disgrace, like, it's nuts, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, it's retarded good. It's the drummer is ridiculous. The vocalist has a mad fucking variety. I'm gonna start listening to more of their older stuff too. That's my number one influence right now. I'm listening to a fuck ton.
I really like their other album, Abuse.
Abuse was a good ass album too, but like
So Fierce for Fuck.
He's so fierce for fuck.
That is an 8-second long song that's on that fucking album.
Question mark.
But yeah.
Oh, you know what? Still Irrelevant is the shortest song, and it's literally the lyrics. Still Irrelevant.
Nice.
Still Irrelevant. All right, AJ.
My number one what's most relevant to me at the moment is Paradogma by Hour of Penance. That album, you turn it on, and it's a whirlwind clusterfuck of just fucking satanic metal. Just anti-Catholic whirlwind of shit. Like
it was Hour of Penance the one that did Aftermath?
I don't think so.
Do you remember that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Let me double check. Hour of Penance. What was it? No, they did Disturbance, Pageantry for the Martyrs, Sedition, Regicide, Vile Conception, Paradogma, and Cast the First Stone.
Where the think about Vile Conception?
Cast the First Stone is fucking awesome too. Their newest album is ridiculous, but Hour of Penance, Paradogma. When did it come out? 2010. It was a Unique Leaders Records release. I'd have to say my favorite track is probably the Woeful Eucharisty.
Ooh.
Either that or Adversary of Bigotry. I mean, Apotheosis is pretty fucking great, but I don't know. The whole album just kicks ass. It's one of those things that I just let play because there's not a bad song on it. One of those things where like
Origin. That's what I was thinking of. Sorry.
Origin.
Yeah,
Origin's great.
Yeah, that's who did fucking Aftermath. My bad.
Yeah, that was a honorable mention for me. I love Origin. They're the shit. And Revocation.
Oh.
Revocation. But anyway, yeah. Lately, I mean, this album, I love the fact that the guitarist plays and sings at the same time, and it's one of those things where the album's like insanely technical, and I don't know how he plays and sings some of the shit that he plays and sings.
Right.
But I mean, they're kind of similar to Behemoth in that they're like the blackened death metal. I know that can get old for a lot of people, like sound-wise, because it uses a lot of the same scales and shit like that. But, what? What?
I'm sorry, my fucking mind's stupid. When you said you said something it might get old to some people, before you said that you were like the blackened death metal.
Mm-hmm.
That was the oldest thing I think I ever heard you say.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't really get into the blackened death metal.
Those kids and their blackened
Joey.
death metal.
Go on, Joey.
But yeah, great fucking album. It's you just listen to it and it's like hearing an ocean wave crash in the background. Just
It makes you want to butt fuck a shark.
yeah, it's all one constant fucking whirlwind of just awesome. Joey, go ahead.
Not the most influential, but the last one on my list is Hate Eternal's Phoenix Amongst the Ashes.
Dude, Hate Eternal is pretty heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's Eric Rutan's band.
Mm-hmm.
So the production is amazing. Hate Sworn is awesome. Lake Ablaze, Thorns of Acacia, the title track. The song that got me to pick it up is Haunting Abound. Just that nah, dun 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 nah, dun 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 nah, 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 nah.
Yeah.
And again, it's another one of those bands that the singer is the guitarist. And
I'll be honest, I have not heard that album.
I'd
But I
pick it
do
up.
think
It's-
Hate Eternal's the shit.
Oh, they're awesome.
Derek Roddy, dude.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't think he was on this.
He wasn't on
Album.
that album,
But,
but
yeah,
he was
he's-
in Hate Eternal for a little bit.
Yes, he was.
You need to get the blast beat now.
They've been having some problems with drummers, definitely. But
I don't need his water and he needs his blast beats.
I mean, one of their ex-guitarists went on to form Gigan. So
Gigan. Sorry.
it's just insanely technical, and
Mhm.
you know, it's just awesome shit from every angle.
so how about some honorable mentions?
All right, so I'm just gonna
Rattle them off.
I'm just gonna rattle them off, not like go into them unless I want to. Deering Gray's Vulgar.
Holy shit!
Oh my
During
God.
Ray.
Oh, and,
of Marrow of Bone.
Well, can I from honorable mentions? Can I add extra albums?
Yeah.
Even though we said we wouldn't do like more than one album from a band, but I think honorable mentions is like
If
a.
you,
I was
you
thinking
can if
about
you
it.
want.
Alright.
Fuck the rules. Kinda.
Well, yeah, Vulgar and Marrow of a Bone by Darren Gray was the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Another
Ingested.
good one. Ingested's fucking oh my god. So it's a long ass title, but it's basically great.
Last 10 seconds of
Last
life.
10 Seconds of Life was a big one for us too. I
Monsters.
wanted to do yeah, I saw Monsters once and I was like, damn, this is pretty good, and I went home and listened to him, and I only listened to him for like a month.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I still have the shirt and shit, but they're dead now, so it doesn't matter.
They did get old quick.
Who did I not mention? Oh, you know, I didn't mention that fucking I Wrestled a Bear Once. His first album was actually pretty
good.
Yeah, like it was a very
She's my Woman Crush Wednesday for
I don't
years.
even I don't even know how to explain how that was influential to me, because like me and AJ do grind like noise now, and we basically learned from I Wrestled a Bear Once that you can make anything sound good as long as you
Distort
it to fuck.
Didn't they play it on like a fucking microcube?
Yeah, a microcube, a fucking
Roland.
Roland microcube, and they played the fucking one of their songs and did a solo out of it, which was fucking hilarious. I can't even really think of any more, honestly. I mean, I thought that like Suicide Silence's The Cleansing is definitely an honorable mention to me. I don't know why I didn't put it on this list. I think it's because I had more, like, they helped me Alex Lopez helped me blast beat, but Kevin Lane solidified how I play. You know, that's all I really got. I'll mention a couple if I remember any.
What the fuck was that band that had the fucked up breakdown? It was like Between the Devil or something. It was like
Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Yeah, they were fun.
Do you remember War from Harlot's Mouth?
What
that was another one.
What was the Russian band that you like? Is Winter Turns White or some shit?
Oh, as Winter Burns White.
That's what it was.
That fucking... Oh my god, that band was like listening to hell. Gaza.
Oh.
Fucking The Chariot. We did have a good few months where we listened to them.
Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Dr. Acula. No, okay, they weren't influential.
Let's just kick them under the rug for now.
Dirt them underneath the rug.
Pretend like they never happened. There's this newer band called The Science of Sleep that I think is really fucking great. And Proto Sequence. Proto Sequence is fucking awesome.
Proto-Men.
Rotten Sound.
Rotten Sound's nuts.
Extreme Noise Terror.
Noothgrash.
Magruder Grind.
Oh my god, I forgot to put Magruder Grind.
ACXDC.
ACXDC, Magruder Grind. Those are all honorable mentions. I think if I would have done this differently, I probably would have put my love for Magruder Grind's self-titled album before Palpacy by Infinite Annihilator. ACXDC, I probably would have... Oh my god, they were a huge influence too. Wow. There's too many. This is why I don't like top 10s. Because I can't choose.
Joey, honorable mentions.
You gone through all yours?
Yeah, good.
Quantum Catastrophe by Brain Drill. Just dumbass tech.
Oh my god.
That was the first like hyper tech album I think I ever had.
Brain Drill. Jesus Christ.
No, they're back, kinda.
Properly named.
We had a...
As the Coil Unwinds by the Destro. You know, that was playing for a while. Beast Burden.
Agoraphobic Nosebleed, I forgot to mention.
Cerebral Bore.
Cerebral goddamn Bore.
I wanted to put them on influences, but...
Cerebral Bore, what was their album name?
Maniacal Miscreation.
Yeah. What's up with death metal bands using, like, alliterations?
Because alliteration is fun and easy.
Yeah, it's true.
Who else?
Alex Asses ate my ants.
Artichokes.
Artichokes. Plums.
You got me off. The Faceless Planetary Duality.
Yeah.
If they were still good, I'd put them on there.
That's another good one.
Slayer's Rain and Blood.
Fuck yes.
That's the start of everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Slipknot's Iowa.
See, if we were gonna do it like chronologically from when I started playing music, I would have put like Korn and Slipknot and like Rob Zombie and shit in my like first 10.
Yeah.
But
Putrid Pile.
Putrid Pile. I don't have any of their albums, though. That's the problem.
His albums.
Yeah.
Gronabard. They're the band that plays live, just butt ass fucking naked.
Oh my
just little
god.
tiny dicks, bunch of heroin addicts.
Oh my god.
And they're French.
And they're French.
Gronabard, and there's another one that starts with a fucking G that's fucking awesome.
Gorgia.
Gorgasm?
Not Gorgasm.
Gorgasm's great. Decrepit Birth's Axis Mundi is another
Spaz.
One. Yes, dude, Decrepit Birth, Axis Mundi is fucking amazing.
AJ. Spaz
is great.
And Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson,
dude.
Visceral Disgorge's album. I mean...
The only one.
If they had a better bassist right now, I'd put them higher, but... Can't. Yeah, I mean, there's been... hundreds of albums that have influenced us, so whittling it down to those 10 has been
hard as fuck. That's why some people had to get cut, because, like, you know, I can...
And it's gonna change tomorrow.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm probably gonna look at this list I made, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, maybe I should have done this instead. But, you know, what can you do?
Another one, Cannibal Corpse's The Bleeding.
That was a good one.
I mean,
Tomb of the Mutilated was a good one for me, too.
Fucked with a Knife off there.
Fuck.
Stripped, raped, and strangled. I fucked Kristen to that.
I really enjoyed Alter Beast. Alter Beast was fucking awesome. They got a new vocalist that sucks now.
Are you coming to the show?
I don't know, because they got a new vocalist, and I don't really like them anymore.
It's still gonna be good, though. I mean, Reaping Asmodea is gonna be on it. Condemn the Infected again.
Yeah.
Condemn the Infected, local guys. I mean, their
what was that?
album is the shit.
What was that, like, progressive metal band AJ liked in our fucking 2017 videos? Winter Sun?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked them.
AJ, I just wanted to say, I did go back and I listened to that album again. Like, all the way through and everything.
I still fell asleep.
And they're still fucking bad.
Man, y'all don't know how to have an open mind, okay?
I had an open mind, and I sat there and I let it pour into my open mind. but it still put me to sleep. Like listening to fucking Sheep bat me.
Nah, I don't think your mind was open enough. I think you need to take some LSD.
It's a good album. I just can't get engaged by it.
It's not a good album.
Well, you need to engage the album. You need to think about it imaginatively.
You need to put a ring on it.
Here's another one: Pig Destroyer, Phantom Limb, or
Phantom Limb
Prowler in the Yard.
Prowler in the Yard and Terrorizer were all on my top, but Bookburner took it for me because that's what I got into. Piss Angel was great. Go ahead.
Sorry, the band that I was thinking of earlier that started with a B or whatever, it turns out they don't start with a B. It's Rompa Prop. Rompa Prop has been my shit lately, and this is why. They have a song called Foreskin Fart, Anus Ice Cream, Swallowing the Seeds of an Elderly something, I can't read the rest of it, Robocock, Sucking a Cock of a Vietnam Veteran, Asshole Ghost Wishmaster.
Their OEF videos are hilarious.
Asswolf.
The vocals are processed to fuck.
Oh yeah.
Because if you notice, he has two microphones on stage. One he talks into, and one he does vocals through. And
that's the same thing that that's the same thing that Last Days of Humanity does.
That's lame.
Yeah.
But any other ones, guys?
I got one.
What's up?
Insect Warfare.
Insect goddamn warfare. They haven't done anything in a long time though.
Yeah, but I mean, still.
They influenced us.
They were an influence. Well, they influenced you. You were into a lot. You were a lot more into them than I was.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I love them. You just turn them on and it's just... just
I hope there's somebody that goes into the comments and is just like, how come nobody said Napalm Death?
Because that's self-explanatory. Napalm Death is like the epitome of goddamn grindcore.
Yeah.
Here's one. Carcass. Hard work.
I mean, Cannibal Corpse is like the epitome of fucking death metal, and we mentioned them like 7 times tonight.
Okay, Napalm Death, 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 Napalm Death.
One for good luck. Good job, AJ. You're learning, bro. God will be pleased.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Please don't hit me with the hose again.
Alright, guys.
I think that's it.
I'll see you in another 6 months.
Probably.
Now, we're going to try to be a little bit more regular on the content from now on.
Reviewing more things as they come out, maybe.
Yeah, I'm making a 2018 list as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but after, I have a list that I am going to make and try not to procrastinate on too badly.
We're also going to make a trailer for our Patreon and our channels, basically. I mean...
And we give exclusive content to anyone who sends us the nastiest hentai of the month.
Mm-hmm. We're going to give you, like, I love you videos, and... You're going to see what I'm eating, and you're going to see me eat weird shit.
We just talked about how Mike has seen everyone's dick. Yeah. Well, you're going to see Mike's dick.
No, you can show me your dick as long as you give me hentai. That'll be your reward.
Wow.
And
I will always say something nice about it.
Gear reviews and rig rundowns when I get to it.
Send your dick to Mike. He'll compliment and rate it.
Yeah, just Joe's going to give you some rundown on that fucking ass.
What people in the scene use.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out a piece of gear right now as a challenge, Joey.
Mm-hmm.
The C9. Give me a review on it.
C9?
C9.
This is by Electro Harmonics.
Yeah.
My favorite pedal. The B9's even better.
You guys really want one of those, don't you?
That sounds awesome.
Oh, dude.
Check out our Facebook. And check out our Patreon. Check out our Instagram. We got an Instagram now.
We got a Twitter. We got a Tumblr.
We're going. If you donate a little something, we'll give you our Snapchat and see stupid shit we do. Go see shows that we are going to.
Check out all
shows
of our
that we're playing.
And if you have your own channel, we'll
check out all of our bands. Visceral Violation. You can find me on Instagram at Visceral Joe. I don't post very often, but I need to.
You can also. You already know our band. Yeah, you already know our band.
Yeah, y'all know that shit.
Odom.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Buy my shirts.
Buy Joey.
Buy Joey. He needs a place to live. Please buy Joey. Because he's sleeping on a dog bed.
Buy Joey as a slave.
Look at Joe. This is Joey's bed right there. You see Joey's bed? Oh my god.
I now have a pillow.
Mickey Mouse pillow.
Yeah, we gave him the Mickey Mouse pillow because he's a bitch.
Found it at a yard sale for 50 cents. Was probably already used.
I know
so
for a
many
fact.
bed bugs.
I know for a fact that little mattress right there has urine on it.
I peed on it.
Because I peed on it. You peed on it too?
We both peed on it.
Wow.
I peed on it.
Oh my god! Oh, now it's just ruined. Because it's your pee, not our pee. You're
Mine's
sleeping in your
mildly
own pee.
acidic.
Good night, everybody.